Alright guys, what's up? So today we're going to be reacting to what to expect from Star Wars in 2024. Now obviously quite a bit of stuff got delayed, such as I hear Andor, we're not getting that till 2025. I guess we'll see in this, among other things because of the writers and actors strikes obviously, although luckily both of those ended, so we should be getting some content in 2024. But let's go ahead and see what to expect from Star Wars in 2024. This video is by IGN.
This is where the fun begins.
In a year without a single Star Wars movie, is there any hope, any spark to light a fire of the fandom? Actually, yes. While it may be time for Star Wars movie production to find balance, that doesn't mean there isn't a lot going on for Star Wars in 2024. Just look to the stars. The star background of Disney Plus, that is. Look at Disney Plus. Everything's on Disney Plus. Anyway, whatever. Let's get to the good stuff.
What they had said there about everything's on Disney Plus, I think that's one of the big problems with Star Wars at this point. Yes, everything's on Disney Plus. I'm fine with Disney Plus. I'm fine with shows like Andor. I actually quite enjoyed Andor. But when you have stuff like Kenobi, which pretty clearly it was written as a movie, it should have been a movie, but was stretched from a 2.5 hour movie to a 6 hour, obviously, maybe a little less, maybe 5 hours, obviously 6, roughly 1 hour episodes, a little bit less than that. And it just dilutes the story so much and creates so much junk. And I really do think they need to go back to releasing, honestly, even yearly movies. Disney Plus, I mean, they're losing money on Disney Plus. It dilutes the story so much, and it's so much setup, filler, just to get you to renew your subscription. And they really do need to change that model. Even go ahead and release something like the Kenobi show. If you want to release that on Disney Plus, that's fine. But release it, condense it into a 2.5 hour like special or Disney Plus movie, and just release it on Disney Plus. And obviously it doesn't need to have the budget as that of a feature film.
One of the most intriguing Star Wars stories to come is also likely to be the first one we'll see in 2024. Star Wars Skeleton Crew, starring Jude Law. This live-action coming-of-age series is ostensibly about 4 lost children trying to make their way home in around the same time frame as The Mandalorian post-Return of the Jedi. This mysterious series has released very little hard information on what it truly is, though the tiny amount of footage released at Star Wars Celebration focused heavily on the new age and the children needing someone to point them in the right way for the future, with a Force-wielding character played by Law likely to fill that role. Backed by the creative team of John Watts and Christopher Ford of Spider-Man Homecoming, and featuring directors such as the Daniels of Everything Everywhere All at Once, Skeleton Crew looks to be a very interesting entry of Star Wars lore and has the potential to elevate the show to places previously untread by the franchise. Originally slated for late 2023, the current release date is sometime in 2024, though it's speculated to drop sometime around January. All 8 episodes of Skeleton Crew will be streamed on Disney+.
Yeah, so for Skeleton Crew, honestly, not too much looking forward to it. They're basically trying to do Stranger Things in Star Wars, which I really like Stranger Things. Don't know how much that'll work, though, with Skeleton Crew. From what I'm hearing, from what the leaks, Ahsoka's going to be in it. Of course she's in it. She's in everything now. Getting kind of sick of her. And then The Great Beyond, which is rumored to be this kind of other galaxy, other dimension. That's supposed to be introduced, so I guess that's pretty cool. But yeah, Skeleton Crew, we don't know a whole lot about it, even though they say it's going to be the first thing being released. So let's see now, Bad Batch Season 3.
When have we ever followed orders?
Star Wars The Bad Batch is coming to a close with the upcoming Season 3 as we finish out the story of Clone Force 99, continuing at some point after Season 2's cliffhanger ending. While story details were scant when The Bad Batch was previewed at Star Wars Celebration 2023, we can gather that Sheev Palpatine will come into focus, especially with Omega held captive, and it looks like the clones and the nature of cloning will be a big part of this final chapter, and Fennec Shand will reappear for the first time since Season 1. While an exact date hasn't been announced, the series premiere is certain to debut sometime in 2024 on Disney+.
Call it what you will.
Let's call it.
Yeah, so for Bad Batch, I honestly enjoyed Season 2. It was probably my favorite thing to come out of Star Wars in 2023. I really hope they keep Tech dead. They probably won't, considering it's an animated kids show. I say that with quotation marks. Hope he stays dead. It was honestly an emotional, impactful death scene, so I hope he stays dead, but I guess we'll see. Looking forward to Season 3, though.
War.
Thought by many to be the best Star Wars series of all, Andor is making a return after its thunderous Season 1 finale, uprising and escape from Ferrix as construction of the Death Star barrels ahead. Does knowing the fate of its main character change the events of this series? Not really, as many have called the Tony Gilroy-helmed creation incredibly poignant, stirring, and a must-watch. If you haven't, we strongly encourage you to watch the first season of Andor. All 12 episodes of Andor Season 2 will most likely premiere sometime in 2024.
So from what I hear, though, that's supposed to come out in 2025. I'm hearing, we know Gilroy was still writing it at the beginnings of the writer's strike. He eventually stopped, which delayed it a lot. So from what I'm hearing, this show will not come out until 2025, which is unfortunate. I overall liked Season 1. I do think for Season 2 they need to go a lot bigger in scale. Give us more major characters, more major events, stuff like that. But I am looking forward to Season 2. I hope we get in 2024, but from what I've heard, it will be 2025.
That's what a reckoning sounds like.
The long-awaited live-action debut of Star Wars' High Republic era is coming in 2024, set way before the Skywalker saga, which almost all of Star Wars media is focused on. Here, we'll see the height of the Jedi as dark side powers begin to stir from the shadows, with an incredibly compelling cast including Amandla Stenberg, Daphne Keane, Jodie Turner-Smith, Manny Jacinto, and Carrie-Anne Moss. There's a ton of promise in this mysterious and burgeoning period of the Star Wars galaxy. Like much on our list, the release window for this one is wide open. 8 episodes of The Acolyte will drop sometime in 2024.
So for The Acolyte, I mean, if Disney was smart, they would just adapt the Darth Plagueis novel, which if you guys haven't read or listened to the audiobook, which Daniel Davis does a phenomenal job reading it on Audible, highly recommend it. But if they were smart, they would just adapt that. It's such a great book. For The Acolyte, obviously, has an interesting premise, but with some of the things Leslie Hanlon said, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I am looking forward to it, but very, very cautiously.
Season 1 of Dave Filoni's animated show Tales of the Jedi gave us more insight on important yet mysterious Jedi characters Ahsoka Tano, Count Dooku, and, yeah, even Yaddle. Season 2 was announced at Star Wars Celebration Europe in 2023, but really that's about all the information we know about it so far. We don't know if the stories will continue on Season 1's characters or explore other Jedi, nor do we know what time period these tales will be set in. There are many more promising Jedi stories to explore, and Season 2 is expected at some point in 2024. And we can most likely expect all episodes to drop at once, like the show's first outing.
Yeah, I mean, Tales of the Jedi Season 1, pretty good. The Dooku episodes were good. The Ahsoka episodes, meh. For me, I personally hope they do 3 episodes about Master Yoda. Do like one of him as a Jedi apprentice, one of him as a Jedi Knight, one of him as a Jedi Master. Give us full OP Master Yoda. These episodes can be set hundreds of years apart. Obviously, Yoda lives to be 900 years old. So I'd really enjoy that, and then I'd also like the next 3 episodes to be Luke Skywalker. You kind of have the 2 Grandmasters, Yoda, Luke, and then this one will be Luke in his heyday. Give us the badass heir to the Empire, Dark Empire, legend Luke Skywalker, not the pussy Luke that we see in The Last Jedi and the sequels. So I mean, there's a lot of potential. Obviously, potentially seeing Baylan Skoll. I've seen that thrown around. A lot of interesting possibilities. I've seen possibly Quinlan Vos and them adapting Dark Disciple. That would be interesting. But yeah, let's get on with it.
If I want to survive, I have to play their game.
Frel, yes, do I want to play this video game. Announced last year, Star Wars Outlaws is definitely the game we are most excited for next year. An action-adventure open-worlder set between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, Star Wars Outlaws focuses on Kay Vess, an outlaw, and Nix, a cutie, as they work on a heist of galactic proportions, including several known and new planets. Kay and Nix operate as scoundrels working between the margins as the Galactic Empire and crime syndicates rule the underworld. Once again, no exact release date on this one, except the year, 2024.
Impossible to see. The future is.
Alright, so it looks like after that they're just going to be talking about like future projects, not in 2024, such as the Dave Filoni movie, the Rey movie, so not really going to react to that. But overall, the project I'm the most looking forward to would probably have to be. This is tough. Probably Tales of the Jedi, depending on what they do. Out of live action, honestly, I'd like to see Andor season 2 the most. I don't think we're going to get it. Stuff like Skeleton Crew, not too looking forward to. Outlaws, not too much looking forward to. Acolyte, I think, has the potential to be really good, but I don't necessarily think it will be. Bad Batch season 3, decently looking forward to it. It's a good show. We kind of know it'll be a decent, good show. It won't be anything great. It also won't be anything terrible. So that's what to expect from Star Wars in 2024. Those are my thoughts. Peace.